For so many years, I've always wondered, right, what exactly happened to the two men who actually killed Emmett Till, J.W. Marlin and Roy Bryant? And I've always wondered for so long, like, okay, we know that they sold their story to Look magazine in 1956 for $4,000 and said, yeah, we killed them. What y'all gonna do about it? We do know that Caroline Bryant came out right before she croaked and said, yeah, I did lie on that kid. But I always wanted to know. And so today I said, you know what? Since it's MLK Day, let me do some research. I'm always researching. And I was very happy to see what I found. They lived a pretty much horrible and terrible existence. Although, and I don't know if I'm accurate about this, I don't know if it was the White Citizens Council, although their community was able to fund their defense that allowed them to get off of killing him, they actually pretty much after that, their community turned on them. They actually lost their business. They lived a very terrible and poor existence. um they would always try to, they moved around, the South, around Mississippi, other southern states, trying to, live a low-key life, but they would always get found out. And I just found it so significant that it was their own community that turned on them, and they pretty much died in poverty. They died in poverty, they died alone. And yeah, they suffered for the last half of their life. And I thought that that was very, very fitting. I thought it was poetic justice. To this day, I will never be able to fathom the fact that they actually went into his family's home, right? And this happened in Money, Mississippi, way down south, right? Deep in the South in the trenches. And they actually took that boy out of his family's house, and his family was helpless. I can't even imagine that. Like, just even the idea of it alone, I would never be comfortable with it. But anybody who says there ain't no karma, I'll tell you to definitely rethink that. It just doesn't happen when we think it's gonna happen, but God sees everything. He's always working. Happy Martin Luther King Day, though.